Hello friends, welcome back. In this video we are going to study one more example of nested loop, and it is flag pattern program. So as you can see here, there are two types of flag. One is having star and one is having number format. So let us see how to solve this. So as you can see here, the first line has 5 star, second line has 2 star, then one space is there actually. Okay, I'll mark it with yellow line. Then on third line there is 1 star and then 3 spaces and 1 star. Okay, and this is written for the 3 number of lines. Okay, now how to solve this program? Basically, if you look at here carefully, from second line or this particular part follows the symmetry, means left hand side part has 2 star and again right hand side part also has 2 star, then 1 star, 1 star. Okay, but the first line is not following any symmetry. There are 3 star on left side and 2 star on right side, or you can say 2 star on left side and 3 star on right side. Okay, in any way. So what we have to do, we have to print this first line outside the nested loop. We will print it separately. Okay, now here if you want to print 3 lines, then how many lines how many stars your first line will have? It will have 3 into 2 minus 1. Okay, 3 into 2 minus 1, or you can say 2 into n minus 1. So 2 into 3 is total number of lines, is equal to what? 5. Is equal to what? 5. So let us print this line first and then we will look for the next pattern. So for I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to 2 into I, sorry, not 2 into I, 2 into n minus 1. N will be the total number of line, and that value will be scanned from the user. And here I'll say printf star. So there is just a single line in a for loop, that's why I am not enclosing it in a curly braces. After completing this, what we will do, we will print new line. Okay, now what is the next part? Next part is to print 2 stars, then space 2 star. So this particular part will appear in nested loop. So in our nested loop there will be 3 inner loops. First is for star, then space, and then again star. Okay, now we already printed first line. So now my outer for loop that represents row will start from 1, but this time it will go till n, not less than or equal to n. I hope you got this. Okay, so my outer loop will go till less than n, or you can say till less than or equal to n minus 1, because we already printed the first line. Okay, and here we are considering this as a first line, this as a second line, not this as a second line and third line. Okay, so this will help us to write a logic easily. Okay, now the next part is to define a loop for the star pattern. Okay, now here as you can see, if my I value is 1, my star part, or there will be a 2 star. If my I value is 2, there will be 1 star. So what is the relation between this? The relation between this is, you have to say n minus I. J is equal to what? N minus I. N is what? N is total number of lines. I is the current value of I. So 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 is what? 2. Then 3 minus 2 is equal to what? 1. Okay. So let us write it. So for J is equal to 1 and J will go till n minus I and J plus plus, printf star. Okay, now the next is for spaces. next loop we have to define it for the spaces. Now I already explained this pattern in last video, that is the video of pyramid pattern. So if you are not familiar with this, if you do not know the logic of it, please watch that video for detailed explanation. Okay, so actually what is the relation here? If value of I is 1, there are 1 spaces. So again I repeat that we are considering this line as first line, this as second line. Okay, so according to that I am writing a logic. So I is equal to 2, then there will be a 3 spaces. Now what is the relation between this? So space is equal to 2 into I minus 1. Okay, space is equal to what? 2 into I minus 1. See, put the value of I as 1. So 2 into 1 is 2, 2 minus 1 is what? 1. If i's value is 2, 2 into 2, 4, 4 minus 1 is what? 3. Okay, so let us write a logic for that. So for space is equal to 1, space is less than or equal to 2 into I minus 1 and space plus plus. Here you will say printf space. Now again what we want to do? We want to print stars. So same loop, I have to copy the same loop here. Okay, so I can reuse that j variable. So j is equal to 1, j less than or equal to n minus I and j plus plus. Here I'll say printf star, and when we complete with all these loops, don't forget to print the new line. Okay, so that's it. So let us run this program in code block and we will observe the output. So I already wrote this program here. As you can see here, I accepted the value of n from user. We printed this first line, okay, up to 2 into n minus 1. Then we printed the new line, and then our nested loop starts, where our first loop, outer loop, is for row. It will count total number of rows, and since we already printed the first line, my ith loop will go till less than n. Okay, then first inner loop is to print a star, then second one is to print the space, and third one is to print a star again. And when we complete with this part, we will print a new line, so that next pattern will appear on a new line. So let us run this. So let us try for 3. See, first line has 5 stars, then 2 space 2, 2 space 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 star, star space space star. Let us try for the bigger value. Okay, so it is working fine. So try it yourself, try to run this program and observe the output for bigger values also. Now let us write a code for this number pattern. Okay, now for number pattern, what we have to do? We cannot use this logic 2 into n minus 1, because here we are just going to print a star. We just printed a star. Here we want to print numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, then 2, 1 again. Now you might have guessed the logic, that we are starting from 1 to 3, and totally how many lines are there? 3. So we have to go from 1 to n, and then from n minus 1 to 1 again. Okay, so that will give me a first line. So here also we are going to print a first line separately. Okay, so what will I do? I'll just rub this part and we will write that logic. So for I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, then I plus plus, and here we will say printf what? %d(i). Then when completing up to, so because this part will print up to 3 only, now we have to complete this part also. Okay, so here I'll say I is equal to what? N minus 1. So if I consider the value of n as 3, so it will print from 2 to 1. I is greater than or equal to 1, I minus minus. We are moving in reverse order. So printf again what? %d(i). Okay, now the next part is important. So here instead of star, Instead of star, we are going to print a number. But again, if you observe here, okay, when value of I is 1, we are starting from 1 to n minus 1, means j value will be 1 and 2. When I value will be 2, j will run only 1 times and 1 should get printed. Okay, so here we are going to print the value of j, because this is nothing but a value of j. Okay, so what change we have to do here? So instead of star, what will I say? %d, comma j. But what about this loop? Space are again going to be same. What about this loop? Here what happened? Again, if I start from 1 to n minus I, then what happened? 1 and 2 get printed. But what we want? We want 2 and 1. We want it in reverse order. So what we can do? We'll initialize j with n minus 1 and we will go till 1. We'll initialize j with what? N minus I and we will go till 1. So let us do the changes. So j is equal to what? N minus I. Okay. And here j will go from n minus I to 1, and since we are decrementing going in the reverse order, so you have to say j minus minus. Okay. Now here again we have to print value of what? J. Value of j. Okay. So I hope you got this. Similarly, you can try out for the pattern of alphabets. It will be something like this. Just try out for this pattern: A B C, B A B, B A. Definitely it is very similar to this, and definitely you can solve this if you understand this program. Okay, now let us try this program in code block. So as I told you, we have to print the first line separately. So we have to start from 1 to n and we have to print the value of what? I. Okay, then again here we will start from I is equal to what? N minus 1, then I greater than or equal to 1, comma I minus minus, and then here I'll say printf %d I again. Okay, here this loop is going to be same, just instead of star, what I have to say? I have to say printf j, and the next loop space will be again same, but here I have to just alter the initialization and condition. Here I have to say n minus I and I have to go from n minus I to 1, and since we are moving in the reverse direction, I have to say j minus minus, and again here you will say %d j. Okay, so let us run this and let us observe the output. Let us try for 3. See, it is working fine. 1 2 3 2 1 1 2 space 2 1 1 space 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 1. So let us try for the bigger value, say 5. See, it is working fine. So I hope you got this and you enjoy this video. Okay, and just try for the pattern of alphabets. Okay, and share your code in a comment section, and if you have any doubt, definitely you can write it to the comment section. I definitely try to solve it, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.